Hi guys, I'm Lily. Welcome back to my channel, Mindful Beauty Wellness. Today I'm going to be doing my insightful guidance on the new moon in Virgo, all elements. I went live just like maybe 5 minutes ago, but we had thunderstorms here and really bad torrential rain, and the internet was in and out. So my live went to crap somewhere in the matrix out there. So I'm like, I'm gonna do this all over, and I was already on my water signs, and I did Earth, but I'm just gonna start from the beginning and upload this. And so please forgive me if it didn't work out. I was live on Instagram, and that was tricky. So okay, let's go start from the beginning. We are in a new moon and Virgo energy at 0 degrees, which is like the very beginning of a new time in our life where we can truly set an intention to align with that Virgo energy, which is really about organization, beautifying nature, health in a way that's calmer, more grounded. It's really about planting intentional seeds to go into a routine in your life that's about supporting your well-being mentally, physically, and spiritually. So this energy, since we got that dark moon is being shadowed by the sun, the earth, and we have an opportunity to really take this energy from where we were in the last month, which was retrograde Mercury. We're out of that post shadow season, and it's really tough when Mercury is in retrograde and it goes station. That's when things get really intense for us. So we had that opportunity that month to really reconsider, redo, renew, re-edit all the things, right? Go back and tap into our inner wisdom. And now we're organizing it through Virgo energy so that we understand how, when things fell apart, what that meant for us to grow into the next chapter of our lives. And so this energy is asking all of us to take action, intentional action now, because we're going into eclipse season. We're going to have 2 eclipses, I think one on the 7th and one on the 21st. But this new moon, today's August 23rd, is connected to the second new moon of September 21st at the end of its degree. So like there's no doubt that we're starting from a brand new beginning. That lunar cycle is going to go all the way to its fullest potential, and that's going to be the result of this, what we're doing now. My earth signs, my Taurus, Virgos, and Capricorns. Taurus, Virgos, and Capricorns. What we got going on for this new moon energy is like that reset button. Tap that reset button and just know that with everything you've learned, been through, you can ask yourself, how can I simplify this now? Now that I have all this information and I got, did all the research, and I was, more in my own, I was more present in my body. I have all of this awareness. I have these ideas and goals. How can I simplify that to feel more in balance with taking action on it? Okay, how can you now, like if you've been on this mission to get a new body and work out, how does your soul connect to that? Your commitment is being tested. Believe in the impossible, and nothing yet is set in stone. So that's a good card to me. This is mutable energy. Virgos, Gemini, Sagittarius, and Pisceans are mutable energy, meaning that they can kind of just go with whatever's presented to them. They can adjust, they can adapt to quick changes, to unexpected things. Not in the best way all the time, because we all have that shadow side and that dark that we got to struggle through. But knowing that it's that energy, we're not so fixed. Like certain, like Scorpios are like, no, it's not gonna happen today, maybe never, so y'all gotta figure it out. Mutuals energy It's more so like, oh, it's not gonna happen today. Ooh, damn, this sucks. But how can I adjust into, like, what can I balance this out with something else? How could I make it work this way? You know, so we're more mutable at this time. All the mutable signs are gonna really feel this new moon in Virgo energy the most. Obviously, we all gonna feel it, but that mutable stuff is really on high power now. Believe in the impossible is just being really strong in your faith. Like, some of my earth signs have been through some things that, you know, has physically taken them down, and everything in their life has been tested as far as the commitment to truly heal themselves. And, you know, this is the time to say, yeah, I've been through some things, and, you know, everything that I've been through, I don't have a definite answer, which is also okay. As long as you know that every little step, those tiny little simplified routines, are going to make steady this part of nourishing yourself, this part of being kinder to yourself, this part of supporting your body, your mind, and your spirit. You know what I mean? They're all kind of coming together to really, really hone in on that earth element, which is grounded, which is earth. Feeling on your 2 feet. I think all of my decks are like, yes, I love it. So my earth signs have some unfinished business when it comes to the heart energy. And I think this is, you know, you have success, 6 of Wands, the strength card to continue going and have that courageous, you know, strong energy. I get a lot of leg energy. Is very, very sturdy, strong. I don't know if, you know, my masculine energies are doing a lot of leg work, but if you are, it's good. I would also say, again, 3 of Swords here, it's an interference that has your heart, like, so maybe be nicer. Don't go doing 25 jumping jacks and a HIIT workout when you know you're still trying to get on a treadmill. I don't know, like, don't go skipping all the steps just because you have this, like, you know, newfound awakening, and you end up, like, setting yourself back. Keep going. Keep putting in the hard work. Your hard work is paying off. Like, no, that's not here. Oops. It's paying off. Because I said so. Keep going. But be nice. Be nice to yourself. You have success. You have, you know, something that you will accomplish that will make you feel very proud. What situation in your life do you need to be more realistic, you know, because you can give yourself credit. Give yourself the credit. Be nice to yourself. Be kind to your body. Give your body the gratitude that it can walk, it can stretch, it can, you know, whatever the things. If you're having a hard time with that, you know, Virgo energy has a lot to do with health and being abundantly healthy. So you would want to use this time to ground your practices in gratitude that your body can make these moves, that you can do those sit-ups, that you can do those squats, that you can do something with your physical self, and that you can give yourself credit, like reward achieved, checked off. Like, be proud of that, you know, and give yourself those moments of gratitude to the things that your health has gone through and is continuing to grow through, and bring more love into it. All right, I hope that message hit home to you guys. If it resonated, please leave a comment. You know, if you are a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, you know, leave a comment and let me know that that message resonated with you, and I hope that it helped to invite you to be more loving to yourself, because Lord knows we've got enough dark shit going on in the world. We don't need our own souls to be angry at ourselves. All right, so we're going to move on to my water signs. My water signs are my Cancer, my Scorpios, and my Pisceans. All right, what is the new moon in my water signs are asking my water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisceans, to grow into this new moon energy, this 0 degrees. I think it hasn't, this energy is actually like planetary and astrological. It hasn't happened in, like, I want to say one of my favorite astrologers said since the revolution, like the Second War, like this is where the people are against the system, and this is the time where the people have to move in love in order for them to get back the earth that has been destroyed. And we have an opportunity to bring now my water signs, you know, emotion, love into the heaviness, into the darkness in the world. Let's see, my Cancer, Scorpios, and Pisceans. You guys are getting a lot of the same cards. This is wild. I'm going to shuffle again. Believe in the impossible. My earth signs just had it. Nothing set in stone. My earth signs just had that. Immutable energy. And emotions are running high. So, my water signs. I believe I left off saying in the live earlier that just went out, believe in your heart space, like the moon. That's my Cancer. Emotions are running high. That definitely connects. The Magician and the Six of Swords. I like it. I like it a lot. I don't know what you got in the last one, but it definitely felt this kind of the same. This is hitting home too, as far as like Scorpion energy. The Moon card is a lot about, especially my Cancer, because this is the Cancer card, going back and forth in their head. The two dogs here, the black and the white, I don't know if I did that right, but it's a competition. It's the quarreling against your own emotions. It's the deep dark side of you and the light side of you that, you know, wants to go within and get to the bottom of what's been heavy on your heart, and just creating more structure. And since we're in Virgo's about details, structure, foundation, grounding, organizing, detailing, decluttering, organizing your emotions. Like get the heaviness off your heart. Like if there's been something that's been heavy on your heart for years, and I'm talking some of my call you out, Cancers, y'all be holding on. Like there's no way I'm gonna let this thing go. And it's just like, but why can't you just let that shit go? I'm sure that the other person on the other side of whatever energy that you're fixating on has let it go. They're probably not even thinking about it, and here we are fighting to hold on to some sort of an emotional attachment that just is heavy. It's that pasado. Like, you can't carry this anymore. And this should be the time where you create, at the Magician here, a small practice. Every little day you wake up and you're just like, there goes that thought again. Nope. We're not going to have it. We're not going to spiral down. We're not going to try to figure out all the connecting dots to why this person said or did what they did or said. We're not doing that today. We've come up with the answers. We have a lot of answers. We healed through a lot of shit already, especially during the Mercury retrograde. There was a lot of healing opportunity and a lot of things that came back from the past to slap you up and tell you how it is, or, you know, show you yourself for what you're really doing to yourself, how you're damaging yourself. Now's the time to replace it with that Virgo energy. And that Virgo's, you know, saying, how do we love now? How do we love this new body, this new job, this new relationship, this new person in my life, this new change, this new apartment, this new house, this new... How? Because there's a lot of new here. And some of you are having a great time. Some of you have totally moved away from the shit and really rocking the waves and coasting through them. Like, literally, like, yep, I've been down this road before and it was messed up. And guess what? I know how to traverse, pivot, spin around it, jump over it, underneath it. Like, y'all know. My water signs are super intuitive. When their spidey senses are high alert, they know. Now is like, well, how do I love this situation? How do I begin with bringing out more? And it could be as simple as just talking to strangers out on the street and having conversation, and just, you know, helping another person out in conversation because you've been through some shit and you could share it with others. Like, there's a real talent here with my water signs that needs to be able to bring love into a situation, to share it with their partner, person, business, whatever it is. Like, this is your time to take action in what you've accomplished with love. Everything's gonna be with love. An end of a situation and the Four of Cups. So yeah, like, you know, the Death card to me doesn't necessarily, you know, I read energies, it's an end. It's the Scorpio card. My Death card is the Scorpio card, just like the Moon is Cancer. So there's a lot of water here. It's time for a rebirth, you know, but God is handing you a blessing. He's literally offering you a cup of love. Are you seeing it? Are you paying attention? Are you looking around? Or are you still holding on to the past energies that didn't work out the way that you thought they should? This is the time for my water signs to look at what's being offered when it comes to love. Because this is love right here. And try to recognize that this is an opportunity to let go of that withholding, you know? If you've been quiet, if you feel like you haven't been recognized for your work, or if you haven't been heard properly, you guys know how to dig deep down into the soul and really even go into the shadow side really well. Some of you guys sign up for that shit, especially my Scorpions. Like, oh, we're gonna go dark, yay! Not me. I'm like, how do I get out of here? You know, like, where's the exit sign? You know, but it's changing you. It's changing you to see, you know, hopefully, and I invite you to do this work now, to set the intention of really getting down to your feelings and more spiritual practice, to let go of the heaviness and whatever it is that you haven't been saying or talking about. Because, like I said, this new moon is connected to the next new moon we're at the 0 degrees. Now we're going to go into, you know, astrologically, the end, the 29 degrees of being at a sign, a zodiac sign. Then it goes into the next, right? So you're going to go from the 0, creating from nothing, from a blank canvas, all the way to a full-on manifestation of something that is going to release. Also, we have these eclipses that are coming up. There's 2. September is eclipse season, and those things don't play around because it's not something that we can control. We can't really control anything, but it's more so the universe is doing its divine work to shift things around, whether you like it or not. And like I said before, it does not have to be negative. We have enough negativity going around. We have enough fear, promotions, and, you know, things, people talking fear, scaring the shit out of everybody. Now's the time to be like, okay, now what could we do different? How could we recognize when love is being offered? And how can we communicate that? And so that we can go into calmer waters with our emotions and use it in a way that helps yourself and the earth and the collective, because this is Virgo energy, is all about earth energy. And it's time for us to really consider all of our actions. Everything is connected, me included. You know, I say these things, I read these things, I'm very intuitive, I pick up on these things, but they all apply to me. You know, how can I be nicer to the planet? Nicer to myself, you know? All right, I hope these messages resonated. I'm going to move on now to my fire signs. My Aries, my Leos, and my Sagittarians. My Aries, my Leos, and my Saggies. So my fire signs are all about action, 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 action. And I feel like this energy, especially through the Mercury retrograde and shadow period, we were very restless. super restless, like super duper restless, like the nights of not sleeping, and wound up energy without how do I get this out? And it caused a lot of restlessness, and it caused a lot of inability to focus and align with fire, energy, passion, desires. It was like, yeah, all over the place. You know, do I go here? Do I do that? And then, you know, talk about myself for just a bit. Mercury retrograde kicked my ass. It kicked my ass. Like car problems, computer screen cracked, just delays and mail shipping was wrong, went to the wrong place, like GPS was bonkers. And I just had to laugh, you know, like there was a point where I was just like, I don't got this, God. I don't got it. Like, I'm here. I'm gonna park myself on neutral. I'm not gonna cry. I didn't say that during Cancer season, but Leo and the Mercury retrograde, I was like, no, I'm not crying. I'm just gonna park on neutral and just figure it out. I'm just gonna figure it out. I'm just gonna get up and I'm gonna figure it out. Right? Now is about aligning to our habits, our communication, our like refining, you know, that intense fire energy that most of us fire signs have. Like we get like if things don't go our way, if the, you know, light turns green and nobody goes, we're like and it's like, no girl, it's not necessary. Everybody's gonna drive, everybody's gonna get there. You know, it's that energy is like we're all on two lanes. Somebody's on the fast lane and somebody's on the slow lane, but we're all going in the same direction. And it's the time to really just hone it in on like what truly matters, what really, really matters. You know, like create a roadmap, a direction where you feel that that being disciplined, and that's really hard for a fire sign because fire is like, and when a little bit of wind hits, we're done. But it's really about the discipline and the like what we can do now in Virgo energy, because Virgo is about grounding and beauty and nature and wellness and taking care of ourselves and extreme self-care. How can we create a roadmap and go with it, knowing that our passions can be intense, but really align to the discipline it takes to get there? Wow. You know, how can we do that in a way that makes us, oh, I get so emotional, align with true intentions and in a way that's not chaotic and, you know, explosive. So that was a big intro for my fire signs. I'm gonna now pull some Moonology cards. Step out of your comfort zone. Your commitment is being tested. I feel like I am shuffling. I'm going to do a different shuffle for the last card here. For my fire signs, my Aries, Leos, and Sag. Luck is on your side. New Moon in Sagittarius. All right, you guys, you know, Saggies have a way of when Jupiter's aligns in all the right places. I hope it is. Luck comes out of nowhere. Things come out of nowhere, you know. And that it's for all of us. But Sagittarius have a way of being at the right place at the right time, and then all of a sudden just life changes completely. So just stay on the course, stay aligned, calm your energy down, create the roadmap, create the plan, and really be disciplined on making it happen. You know, I think Aries are more disciplined than out of all of the fire signs, might be more disciplined than I don't know than Saggies. Leos are very disciplined. Saggy, it being the last of the fire signs, you know, they get a lot of that astrological wheel. By the time it gets to them, there's a lot of information there, so sometimes it depends on your other placements too. So I'm just gonna say that. I mean, my placements are crazy, I think. You know, I have all the elements like stacked, like fire, air, earth, water, like I'm a lot. The Hierophant, the Death card, and the Six of Wands. All right, guys, you have a really good opportunity to like get going with what your wisdom, what you really know, all of the spiritual practices, all of the wisdom is here now, right? You guys are the teachers. The Hierophant are spiritual leaders, the therapists, you know, Taurus energy too, that's very grounded in their spiritual practices. The Death card, a rebirth, Scorpio, Six of Wands, the success card, recognition card, you know, rewards. After the Five of Wands comes the Six of Wands. Fives are changes in energy, in you know, aligning with your passion. So now we've gotten to this energy, which is having success over not having the discipline or the stamina or the strength to really go the distance. This is the person that's gone through it all and is going the distance. I do see a really nice, like I see for my fire signs like the sun. Like after some really dark times, the sun comes out. The rainbow's on your side. You know what I mean? It comes though with a lot of deep lessons. It comes with a lot of with a death, with an ending, a very strong ending. My fire signs are closing out a chapter in their life from the past that really did them heavy duty damage, like serious. And now is a time for them to feel like, and this is fire sign, this is a fire sign card, my wands, is to, you know, Page of Wands, moving in the direction of the energy that you wish to fulfill. That is, again, I'm gonna always go back to loving everything. The Tower card, oh boy. The Death and the Tower card speak to me about an ending and rebuilding, like this is your opportunity to know that you have come to an end of a situation, career, relationship, living circumstances, like all the things. A chapter's closed. It closed over the summer. It closed right before the summer. We had these retrogrades. We tried to pick up and try to, you know, go to the new, and it came with a lot of shit, or came a lot of difficulties and challenges all over again. And we're just like not giving up. Yep, it's all broken down, or it's all dead, it's all ended. But now it's a rebirth. Now it's a redirect. Now it's a pivot. It's a pivot. It's a big pivot. A lot of my air signs, my fire signs are ready to move. Ready to make another move. Another Six of Wands energy talks about a move as well. So, you know, we have some fire signs who are ready to move. The Judgment card. You know, so there's something here that's trying to get your attention, my fire signs. A repeat situation is trying to really get your attention, and if you don't figure out what that is, it's going to come crashing down. Like I said, this is eclipse type energy. Tower cards, just, you know, whatever you thought was on the up and up, we learn now that it is not. And some of that energy came from knowing and not doing anything about it, and so the universe had to come in and be like, pfft. So it's okay. I am of the spirit that yes, bad things happen sometimes repeatedly for a very long time until we get the lesson. And it's time for my fire signs to pay attention to what's been calling on you to step out of your comfort zone and understand that you have support, you have love, you have all the things that you need. Like, you have everything that my fires have, everything that you need, especially that grit and that energy that no matter what, time to go again. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what, my fire signs, they get hit, they're very knowledgeable, they understand what that hit is about, and then they get up and they just like, okay, now it's like, okay, move out of your comfort zone, share what it is that you need to share with the world from a place of love, because that's where we are now. We have to do everything with love, because Lord knows we've seen enough evil and darkness. It's everywhere we look. I'm done. I'm sick of it, and I refuse to be a part of that. Yeah, it's there, it's underlying, and definitely anxiety levels and fear all up, depression up, but there's also so much more information on new things that are happening. The world is changing, and not everything is doom and gloom, and we can come from a place of healed hearts and spread that out to others, to unify something different, to revolutionize a place of love, not fear. So that's my fire sign energy. Now we're going to move on to my air signs. If these messages resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment, book a reading. I really would love to be doing this all day, every day. I feel like this is where my energy is really being called to help. You know, like I said, I don't know if I said this on my live on Instagram or I said it here earlier, but this all applies to me. I'm ready to start the workshops. If you guys want to do some workshop, like let's do that. Let's grow from a place of love. Like with these transits that are happening, especially astrologically, a lot of it never happened before. We've never seen, our generation had never seen these transits before. This energy happened before, and things play out the way they're going to play out. Never, especially when it comes to AI technology. We are learning so much on how, yeah, it's great, but it's also could be really messed up. It could be really dangerous. It could be, you know, like, we have to be careful on how much information we give out, because it could be used against us. Like, doesn't stop, and it won't. It won't. It's just beginning. We are just at the beginning of seeing ugly in your face, evil in your face, and not caring that it's evil and nasty and disgusting. It's like, yup, what are you going to do now that we are here? All right, moving on to my air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We're going to take this new moon energy and we're going to replace it now with filling the cup, filling the void, filling the fear with love. Because that's right. It's always been fear, love, fear, love. What are you choosing to live with? Fear or love? Fear or love? Like, that's always going to be the question. No matter how many things we can use and do and believe in, and we're always going to come down to those two things. So my air signs, this new moon energy is highlighting like communication again, because it is swords, it is air, it is thoughts, and how your daily habits are going to either trip you up or ground you. Are you going to run ahead and forget all the things? Like, I got a thing, you know, now the energy is picking up and everything is about to just go, and all, you know, got the green lights. Okay, great. I'm so happy that this is like all unfolding for you the way that you've planned, the way that you've, you know, mapped out for yourself. Now run, yes, but don't forget your keys, don't forget your notes, don't forget, like, slow down, like, prepare ahead of time. Like, how is your mind going ahead of your body? Like, I see my air signs tripping, you know, falling, or just like being clumsy, banging into glass doors type of thing. You know what I mean? It's still like that all the time. I have air in my chart, and super clumsy, you know? But how can you be back in your present body that's more grounded, because it's Virgo earth energy? And how can we take those grounded ideas and put them into action gracefully? That is deep. Meditate and contemplate and expect powerful changes. So, you know, make those little, you know, new moon, oops, almost knocked my camera down, intentions to plant the seed of calmness. Your energy and your action requires an adjustment to do it more calmly, more gracious, more, I don't know, I get very, especially since we're in Virgo. Virgo's like my empress, and she's like, you know, just Beyonce, right? Like, she's a Virgo. It's a perfect example of her energy meeting physical, spiritual, mental, all in alignment at once through movement of dance and creativity and like beauty. Like, it all is going on at once. Like, what you see playing out with that woman is all of her elements in mastery. She is the master of all the things that are happening as far as an element in a beautiful, beautiful way. um that's what my air signs are asking, you know, of this energy, or that what you could invite into your life now with the new moon in Virgo at that 0 degrees. Oops. So that very fresh new beginning is activated. You got, you know, it's initiated. That car, that engine is revved up and you're ready to drive off. But like, let's do it with more, like I just said, you know, presence and like gracefulness. 5 of Swords. So my 5 of Swords is an energy of change in the way that you've been thinking. So like, if there's a back and forth energy in your mind, you know, on how am I going to get these ideas out of my, you know, my mind. Oof. Okay, I'm not crazy about these cards, but let's see why. 5 of Swords, 2 of Cups, and the 3 of Swords. So you guys could be battling with, you know, partnerships, and like, are you repeating too many, like, what's the interference here? Now, the 3 of Swords, this woman is in agony. There's an interference. It's the 2 to the 3. So third party. What's the third party? The third party, you know, after a relationship, if this has to do with a relationship, it doesn't always have to mean somebody's cheating or there's a third party as far as like another partner, but it could mean what you do for with yourself, with your own energy. How are your habits in creating more action in grace being blocked by a negative situation, an annoying situation, something that keeps happening to you, um repeating the same cycles? Maybe there's an insecurity in your partnership that's causing your own agony. So if that's the case, you know, this new moon energy is asking my air signs, Geminis, Libras, and Aquarians, to get into partnership with yourself. Fall in love with yourself first. Yes, there's two hands here, different hands, and yeah, but they're pouring into, and it's overflowing. Like, this is a partnership, right? So it could be your own, you know, situation that needs healing first in order for this to come together, to this partnership comes together. Like, get out of your head about something. Like, if it doesn't feel good for you to be thinking these thoughts, then stop them in their tracks and say, I'm not getting an answer from this mental chatter or clutter. I'm not getting a resolve here. So let me just stop, because I'm messing up my own heart energy. I'm breaking my own heart. I'm creating my own drama in my life that is not necessary, because, you know, yeah, have the thought. So like, if your intuition says something about a person the minute they walk in the room, note it. Done. It's noted. You put a pin in it. It's time to then move on to the next energy. Be present and stay present in the energy. More information is going to come. You're going to, like, when you're present and you're quiet, more energy is going to come. More information is going to come. Trust that, rather than going down your own rabbit hole of thoughts. You know, 8 of Wands. Told you that energy is going to come. That information is going to come. Communication is going to come. Your answers will be, your questions will be answered. It's fast moving energy. The Hangman. You know, that's just being able to look at things from a different perspective. Hanging upside down. You're actually looking at things differently when you take grounding into your actions. And I don't know if that makes sense. You know, when you use this new moon of intentional planting seeds in how you want to move, the actions you're going to take, especially September, October, November, and the year, how you're going to close this year out, will you be able to be more grounded in centering yourself and your energy so that you can help others, so that you can, you know, have the relationship that you want? Can you balance those things out? You know what I mean? Can you balance out your wellness, your self-care work, with your partnerships, with your children, with your husband, with your boyfriend, with your wife, you know, with whoever it is? Can you balance these things out so that you can have, you know, a moving in a direction that is exciting for you? Last card, Six of Pentacles. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can absolutely achieve those goals, have those resources. I have an idea of when to give, when to receive. So that's even a big thing for my air signs. Like, how much time do I give to this, and how much am I willing to receive? What are my boundaries here? Do they feel grounded in the sense of I feel safe here? If not, time to go. Like, you guys are able to read the room. I hope you can. Like, that would be, if that's the thing, like setting the intention to understand when time's up, when there's no need to continue further, when it's time to walk away from the situation, when eating that one more chocolate ice cream bar or whatever is gonna put you over the edge. It's gonna make you feel sick. You're allergic to dairy and you just wanted to, and you went, and now you got to pay for it. Things like that. You know what I mean? I'm just going to keep it as simple as possible, but this pertains, see how what I'm saying here fits in your world. How could you take this energy of new moon in Virgo that's all about beautifying and organizing and grounding into a day-to-day practice that feels connected to every area of your life? Wellness, relationship, work, career, children, family, all of that. What situation in your life needs balance? Give and take, boundaries, feeling safe, drinking. This could definitely talk a lot to not having enough boundaries and then regretting that this is based on a partnership that didn't go well. You know what I mean? Also, I just got to move. I don't know where that came from because there's no move cards here. That might mean something to somebody here, but I'm going to leave it there. That was my air signs. I hope these messages resonated or were helpful. I am available for one-on-one reading with insightful guidance. My information is in the description box below. And if you found this information to be helpful in any way of your life, please like, share, subscribe. I also have Buy Me a Coffee. So it's just an energy of an exchange. If you found this useful or helpful in any way, you can buy me a coffee or you can book a one-on-one reading. All right, I hope you guys enjoy this new moon in Virgo. I send you lots of love and light.